Hey, Dave, do you want to come on?
Yeah, sure. My question was about how Google's incorporating AI into their SERPs, and my worry is that SEO traffic as a channel is going to decline, and it seems like there's some like studies that have been done that back that up. And I have this fear that marketplaces in general, like they're not preparing for this.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, one, do you agree that this is coming and it's a problem? And then secondly, like what would you recommend doing about it? My thoughts were increase your direct traffic, your app downloads, and then also maybe build some community. But what do you think?
I absolutely agree it's a problem. To some extent, the problem has been unfolding for the last like 7 years. You can see this very acutely in the travel space. Google has gotten increasingly aggressive about trying to handle the person's travel query on their site rather than having them go to TripAdvisor or Booking.com. They show hotel booking widgets and flight booking widgets, which you can sort of think about as generative responses in a certain way. Um, and that's led to interesting evolutions in Booking.com's business versus Airbnb's business. Booking.com still depends on a lot of their traffic from Google, both from SEO and from paid search, and has a relatively high CAC as a result. Airbnb is not as SEO dependent or as paid search dependent. They've been able to build a really good base of users that are using their product directly, in part because the searchability of their supply is such that you have to go to Airbnb. You can't search for it on Google, which is, goes to some of the search advantage that we talked about earlier. And so I think this is absolutely a challenge for marketplaces. I don't think it's going to be apocalyptic. Like Google has too much wrapped up in their search business to kind of let generative AI completely undermine that business. But I do think it puts extra emphasis on marketplace founders to understand what are the marketing channels that really work and how do we do a good job of converting a one-time user into a recurring user so that we don't have to reacquire them in the future.